Okay, so today is promised. Happy New Year, everybody. Tenacious Earl, live on the channel with what could be the concluding game for semifinal number 1 of the TBL version 2.0 playoffs, the 2016 season. Or it could just be another game to ramp up the nerves for these New York Mets, because the Mets had a 3-0 lead. Now it's 3-2. But on the bright side for the Mets, this is the pitching matchup that got them a 15-5 victory in Game 2 of this series, as Bartolo Colon outdueled, well, Wade Miley didn't really duel at all, so he pretty much just folded. And so this is going to be pretty much all the King's horses and all the King's men on the line here for Baltimore. They probably feel pretty decent if they can get through this, that maybe they can get a good game against Gesellman again with Kevin Gossman. But this is kind of like, this is where they're going to have to throw all the stops. This may mean another 6-out save for Britain if they can get a lead going into the end of the game. We will see. But, so you got Cologne going for the Mets, who's pretty dang good. So you can see here, if you've missed the other semifinal, which is entirely possible because, we have some viewers on the channel here, but it's not widespread. So there's probably a lot of people out there who have no idea that this is going on. But anyway, the Blue Jays lost the first game and then swept. So this is the possibility here for Baltimore that, you could have a similar situation where they lost 3 in a row and then sweep after that. But the Mets, they just want to get control of this game. They had control the whole season, only had a couple of minor blips in the road as far as like poor form. And this is probably the most poor they've played as far as things go. So, but let's go ahead and give this guy a shot here. Let's see what happens for Game 6. Cologne is out getting his warm-ups going. And Happy New Year to you, Mark Russell. Good to see you, as always, when you happen to stop by. The dice box is green. The felt is green, but it looks a little dark. How do those look on it? They look pretty good, so we'll just let it go. Let's roll on our weather and see what we've got here at a night game in July in Citi Field. We're pretending this is July, and it's 17, so it's going to be neutral weather. Just barely. So singles will be, you need a single, you need a 1 from both sides in order to get a single. Now 11s for the home runs, so that's a little better. So I hope everybody has had a good start to the year. Mine was not so hot, because this morning I started playing, I'll just take a second here to talk, because I started playing a game of second season. And what I like to do when I'm playing second season, just casually on my own, is put on some music. And so I put on some music, and I forget which song. Maybe it's still, you know what, it's probably still on here. What song was it? It was, heck, I just have this My Soundtrack thing, and it's a song called, like, Classic, and the name of the group is The Knox. Anyway, all of a sudden it stops. Just goes, the whole thing. My internet was completely out. And I'm like thinking to myself, man, I promised them a game this afternoon. And, I basically sent Comcast a little bit of a tweet that was just like, hey, I pay a lot of money, I don't think service interruption on New Year's Day is fair. But they did eventually get around to fixing it up. So we are here. It seems like I don't have any complaints so far that things are looking choppy or crappy, or, well, any crappier than usual, let's say. So let's just say I only got 1 quarter into my game, and then I started doing some other stuff with Excel and playing a game with my kid and all sorts of other things. So that's kind of like what my New Year's Day has been. Oh yeah, and also the whole fixing this leaky sink under the kitchen, which was another hour of fun. So we've had a rather eventful day here. Now I'm just waiting for, want to finish this guy up. Yeah, my hand doesn't look too red. Sometimes this looks red. Finish this guy up. We got some pork and sauerkraut going, kind of like your typical New Year's Day. I hope that you guys are getting to watch some college football. I went to the brewery because I had to pick up some milk. I decided to take a little detour to the local craft brewery and have a pint. So I'm in good shape. It's been a couple hours now. Anyway, so here is your lineup for the Orioles. Facing Bartolo Colon, Jonathan Schoop, second base, leading off. This is actually the same lineup they used against the Mets last game. So I'm not really making too many changes, trying to keep it, because they've been on a roll here, trying to keep it pretty constant. Kim in left, Machado third base, Chris Davis first base, Jones in center field, Trumbo in right, Wieters catching, J.J. Hardy shortstop, Wade Miley the pitcher, lefty pitcher facing Bartolo Colon. Miley should have pitchers hitting card number 2. All right, so the first one is Schoop. It's going to be a 5'9" here live on Tabletop Baseball Plus. 5'9", righty. And this is a chance at a normal home run, but it's only a 1 to 2 chance. So not real likely to happen. It's going to be 18, so it will be a double. So a leadoff double for Schoop. Goes all the way to the wall, and he just has to shut it down at second base as the ball gets relayed into the infield relatively quickly. And so Kim now up, nobody out. 3-6. A 1 to 6 single would make it first and third, nobody out. It's an 18. That's a liner to second and caught by T.J. Rivera. 1 out. Manny Machado for 8. Righty, that's a single. Into left. Schoop is, let's see, Cespedes with a -5 arm. Scope's going to hold up at third. They're not going to challenge that arm. So first and third, 1 away. And Chris Davis at the plate. Mets fans starting to feel that knot in their stomach here again. The pitch. Whoops. And that went outside the thing here. So that's a 6-6 lefty. That's a liner. Hard hit right at Rivera. 2 outs. And now Adam Jones with 2 away. 2-12. That is a line out to third max plus injury. So that'll just be a liner caught by Reyes plus a potential injury here. Let's see what the roll gives. 10. Jones and a 10. So that's 2. We're going to say that's okay because you divide that by 3 and it's less than 1. So I'm going to say the injury is not going to work. And we will move to the bottom. So they get 2 hits, but they can't get either of them home. And so Colon escapes that little early jam. So looks like there's a couple people here so far. Thanks for checking it out here. Didn't really do a bunch of planning as far as the timing goes. I don't usually do that. What I have been mostly doing is just the good old upload route. Whoops, that's not what I wanted to hit. I need to fix something here real quick. I want to zoom it out just a touch. There we go. Just because sometimes it's just a little more convenient to do it that way. So, back on lockdown, yeah, I don't know. It sounds like down here in the States we're getting close to maybe governors just deciding that maybe they should be able to open it back up again because numbers have kind of tapered off and the vaccine is out. But, I don't know. There's a lot of theories and personal viewpoints that aren't worth really hashing out in the public space because everybody views this in different ways depending upon their personal situation, especially. But so I don't want to fault anybody for wanting to be careful around this disease whatsoever. So, all right, for the Mets, what I decided to do here is I pretty much tooled all the way back to the lineup that destroyed Wade Miley before, and I said, let's just go with that. They got 15 off him last time, and the only change from that lineup is going to be Rene Rivera at catcher instead of Travis d'Arnaud, who is still one game. This will be his final game of injury. So Lagares in center will lead off. Jose Reyes at third base will bat second, and then Yoenis Cespedes in left, third. Jay Bruce in right will bat cleanup. Then Asdrubal Cabrera short. Wilmer Flores at first. TJ Rivera second base. Rene Rivera catching. And Bartolo Colon on the mound using his own pitcher's hitting card. So Lagares, we got to look from this side here, 1-5. And that's going to be a leadoff single, possibly a double. Can he stretch it 1-9? No, he won't. He was on base, I think, 4 of, let me see, where was Miley at? He was, this is the reason why I pretty much went with Lagares right where he is, because only a 239 average on his card, but man, look at this. He went 5 for 5 in this game. So it's like, okay, well, if he's going to go 5 for 5, then if he could get a 2 for 5 in this one, they would be sitting extremely pretty. Now, granted, you could also say, well, his bounce back game could be right here. But so far, so good for Lagares. Now, the question is, Miley's a -5 arm or hold guy, so not going to be worrying about that. We're going to go ahead with Reyes and just play him straight up here. 4-5, batting from the right side. That's a strikeout. We may try to get a lead with Lagares once we get to 2 outs. We'll see. But with Jay Bruce up there, he's even good against lefty. Now, Yoenis Cespedes, runner at first. 5-7 righty. And this is going to be a single, possibly double on a 1-3. It'll be a single. It's going to move Lagares to third, and it'll be first and third with 1 out. Just like in the Orioles half of the first. So it's going to bring up Bruce, just like Chris Davis had, with a chance to possibly break this one open right away a little bit here. Jay Bruce up. First and third, they'll play with the infield back, looking for a double play. 6-8 lefty. That is going to be a double. That's going to score Lagares easily. That's a no-brainer. 1-0 Mets. Cespedes is going to start taking that wide turnaround third. With 1 out, they're going to, let's see, where is this to? This is to right field. Trumbo with a 0 arm. They're gonna send Cespedes. They're just gonna send him. Maybe not the greatest moves. And actually, let's see. You know what? They're gonna throw. So 0 arm. Cespedes being held at first. That would make him a 12. So it's a 1-12 chance, 60% chance of getting in there. And he's thrown out. Now Mets fans are going to have my hide. But now Bruce does go to third on the fielder's choice. But we'll call that a 9-4-2. That's the second out. So I'm kind of hoping for Cabrera to come through here because 2-5. There's a single, and it's going to score Bruce 2-0. I don't root for anything, but when something doesn't quite go right, and Now Mets fans are going to say, well, if he would have just held him at third, he would have scored there too. So it's okay. I'm quite difficult on myself when it comes to making decisions. All right, so Cabrera at first, 2 outs, and Wilmer Flores to 6. That's not, yeah, that will be a single because not in scoring position. So it would be an anti-clutch, except nobody's in scoring position. So Cabrera will hold up at second. So 2-0, 2 on, 2 out for TJ Rivera. 1-2, and that's another single off Miley, and it's going to score Cabrera. Wow, what an inning from the Mets. They've been held down here, and all of a sudden, they just take off, and there they go. If Rene Rivera can get a hit here, hi Tribe fan. If Rene Rivera can get a hit here, they will bat around. First and third, 2 out. Oh, wild pitch. Miley 1-10. And there's an 8. Fourth run home, wild pitch. TJ Rivera goes to second. And they're going to go ahead and pitch to Rivera. Oh, boy. Now, is there going to be a balk or a passed ball? Let's see. Passed ball for Wieters, he doesn't have a rating. He's a 0. So, Rene Rivera, finally. 5-5 righty. Grounded to third base. Machado throws to Davis, and they get him for the final out. So, it could have been 5, probably, but we sent Cespedes with 1 out from third, and he gets thrown out. But they do get 4 in total. And the Mets put a nice emphasis on this one to start, as it looks like they are definitely itching to get into that final against Toronto. Yeah, well, they even had the one go their way on that throw from Trumbo. That was a 60% chance, so not ideal, but a lot of times I would just have let Cespedes score and had the throw go into third base to prevent any further advance, and that still wouldn't have done them any good. So they throwing home actually helped them in that situation, but now they need some runs, and it will be Trumbo facing Colon here to 10. That one is going to be a response. That is a solo home run as it goes out over the left field wall, and Trumbo makes it 4-1. So maybe we will get some back and forth here. Maybe we will. We'll see. Still early. Wieters, 5-7, batting from the left. That's a strikeout. First strikeout for Old Man Colon, 1-9. This is going to be a possible double. Pretty decent chance at a double, 1-15. 14, so a 1-out double brings up Miley. You're going to have him swing away with this pitcher's hitting card number 2. And you might get a balk or passed ball here. You can't get a balk because Colon doesn't have a... Whoops, I rolled the wrong one. Colon does not have a balk rating, and so that is exactly how it worked. Here we go with pitcher's hitting card number 2 against Colon, 5-4. Miley bats from the left. It's a fly ball to center field. Lagares, pretty good range out there, 2 and 7. So 2 and 7 on the outfield is an F2, which means that because there's a runner at second, he will not be able to advance to third. The F2 is a sac fly. Now the question is, you've got Lagares with an E4, and with the center fielder E4, 416? Maybe 416 or 18. I have this chopped up chart here. Yeah, let's see. Is 18 possible? He is an E4. Yeah, so 416 or 18 on the total of these, and it's 12, so no error. That'll be a play made. Long story short, he's out. 2 outs. Probably would have just preferred the short story, eh? Scope. Jerry, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to all of y'all. So Scope, I think I rolled the D20 there. Let's roll it again just in case. Jonathan Scobie doubled. That would do them a world of good here. Get them back to within 2. If he could get another one here. 2 outs. 210 though. That's going to be a foul ball. It's going to be plenty of time for Reyes to get underneath it, so they get the solo home run from Trumbo. I think that might be his first real salvo of this playoff series. They've done it without much from him. And it's 4-1 going to the bottom of the second. Wade Miley already touched up a bit here. Colon against the lefty, 210, strikes him out. Second strikeout for Miley. 2-11 against the lefty is a foul ball, and that'll be hauled in by Machado, Jerry's favorite player in the world, and now Jose Reyes, and I say that with all the tongue-in-cheek. Reyes 1-14, it's gone. It's a 10. That is a solo shot, and the 4-run lead is back there as that one goes also in the left field bleachers. And the Orioles are looking like it's going to be a long day for them. 5-10 righty. That'll be a ground ball to short. That'll be Hardy 2, E8. 17, no problem there. E8 and a 14. I think that's... Here, let me flip-flop these two charts here because I need to have the opportunity to go E8. Yeah, 16, 17, 18. All good there as Hardy takes care of it. But another singlet this time for the Mets. Looking like it's going to be Mets Blue Jays, barring a major surprise here. Surprise. Okay, so you got Hyun-Soo Kim, top of the third, 3-8. Grounder back to Cologne. Casual out there. Made him look pretty small for 11 against a righty. Machado is going to ground to third, and Reyes will throw over to first in time. And he is now 1 for 2. Chris Davis, they can't get anybody on for these big power guys, 5-6. That'll be a fly ball in the left, and it's going to be caught by Cespedes. Quick 1-2-3 inning for Bartolo. The guy who just keeps on wowing him even into 2016 and beyond. So, yeah, here we go. Bottom of the third. Jay Bruce, Mets pretty much now monitoring the situation. He's going to get a double on a 6-8. So, Orioles, they're going to have to make some, they're going to have to do some long relief. Tommy Hunter is going to get warming up. They're going to have to play the long relief game here and hope that they can maybe keep that. So they're going to go out and talk to Miley. Now it's a chance at another wild pitch. 1-10, it's 19, so no wild pitch. Cabrera, 5-6. He's batting from the right side. That's a strikeout. Third for Miley. One away for Wilmer Flores. 4-3 righty. Ballpark home run. He is normal power. This is 1-11. This would make it 7-0, and it would end Miley's day. It's going to stay in the park. Going to be caught out there. 2 outs. And now Rivera. 6-7 righty. That's a strikeout, and Miley survives that inning just barely. Okay. Hunter's going to stay warming up there. So, yeah, I'll tell you, I've just got a lot of stuff, and there's kind of stuff going on with me as well that I basically at this point I just really want to kind of like get through, just trying to get through this series right now. Maybe just sprinkle in a little bit of stuff offline, just like my football stuff. But other than that, it's kind of like right now it's pretty wide open as far as stuff to do. And so, yeah, hope everybody's having a good first of the year here. It's, I post, I use Twitter a little bit. Most people are probably like, are you crazy? But that's debatable. Anyway, I posted this morning. I'm kind of just glad we flipped the year because I feel like 2020 has just been such a scapegoat. It's like, we know what's ruined 2020. Nobody wants to figure out what exactly was behind what ruined 2020. And I feel like it's just like, oh, let's just cop it out to it being, oh, the year 2020, that's responsible. It's not that. 2020 had some decent parts to it. But it's tough to see through that because there's, I don't know. It's just, I'm glad that this year has started. We can hopefully look forward and get away from the junk that's saddled us here now for 9 months. All right, Adam Jones, we're in the top of the fourth. 5-3 righty. Fly ball to left field. That will be Cespedes. He is 2E7. So 2, that's pretty reasonable. 7, he'll make that. Now the E7, he gets to it. Now the E7 and left, a 6 is probably his most likely mess up. If he gets a 6, a 16, a 15, or an 18, and it will be a 13, so he makes the play, and Jones is retired 0 for 2 for the Orioles center fielder, hey, Mark Russell. Trumbo, 6'11", righty. Fly ball to right, no problem for Bruce, 2 outs. And the Orioles look like they may just be going down quietly here, 2-9. Struck him out, 1, 2, 3. That's, 8 in a row for Cologne. Really, this is kind of like the Orioles' story of that season, I would feel like, for them, is they can put together 2 or 3 games in a row where they play well, but then it's just tough for them to sustain because they're just either all in or all out. Okay, Rene Rivera. I don't know why I gave him a... that didn't sound too French. Oh, I forgot to put the 0 up here. 5-9 against a righty. Grounded to short. Hardy 2. 14. E8. And 14 is going to be a play made and 1 out. No issues there. Cologne up. Batting for himself. 5-4 righty. Center field Jones 2 and 4. He still gets to it. E2. And he makes the play. And Lagares, 6'4", righty. Grounded to third. Machado, 1, E10. Jerry starts booing. 15 is good for the 1, and then the E10 and a 4. We won't because the Orioles are going to have to pinch hit for him. So let's already plan this out ahead of time. Against Cologne, it's early. Ryan Flaherty, the left-handed batter, will be the pinch hitter when it's his turn. First up, J.J. Hardy. They need to get some runs going here. 5-7 righty. Strikes out. That's the 3rd K for Cologne's day. Now the pitcher's spot. What's this say? I'm going to get buffering. Probably because my PC's probably just getting a little warm here. Let me try and... You guys doing okay? Hopefully it's not. Hopefully it's not blipping too much for you. I hope it's not my internet. I hope it's just maybe my PC seems like it's been working hard here lately. I probably need to open it up a little bit and maybe try and blow some air and clean out. Maybe there's some dust in there or something. It's starting to make it tax a little bit at times, but could just be YouTube being YouTube. All right, so Flaherty with 1 out. Probably not going to do much here. 5'9" lefty, normal home run. He has normal power. That's going to be a long shot to right, and it's over the wall, and that will be gone. 5-2. Ryan Flaherty. Wait a second. Well, that's off the right-handed side. Still, he's normal power for a right-hander, so against a right-handed pitcher. So still, it's a home run. And a pinch hit home run for Ryan Flaherty, 5-2. That's what I get for saying that he was not going to do anything. 1-7. That's going to be a grounder to Asdrubal, and he makes a real meal of that one and gobbles it right up. And a single, 2-out single for Kim. So maybe the Orioles can start to piece this back together again. Machado, 2 outs. Home run would make it 5-4 here if he found his way to one. 6'9" righty. And this is going to be a single. This will be first and third. Unless it's a 1, then it would score. And it's a 1. There's a triple for Machado. And it's going to score Kim. And now it's 5-3. And Cologne not exactly shoring things up here. Gives up a home run to the pinch hitter Flaherty. And then a single with 2 outs followed by a triple for Machado. And now you got Chris Davis up, who is not a guy you want to mess with. And you've just got this visiting section of fans down there rolling. And here is Davis, 4-8 lefty. And there's more trouble. More trouble there. This is going to score Machado. It'll be 5-4. And it is going to be a double. 4-8. We got 2 1s in a row. Is this going to go the Orioles' way? Oh, my goodness. Now, Adam Jones, he's 0 for 2. 5-4 now. It's getting a little dicey here. 2-8. That's a pop-up. It's going to be caught by Cabrera to end the inning, but they get a 3 spot. Just what the doctor ordered. Looked like they were fading out, but Miley had set down the ship a little bit here and settled it down. And now he can't win the game. He could lose it, definitely. It's going to be Hunter here. 4 innings pitched for Miley. And it's good to play for some live audience here. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done this. And Reyes is going to be the first to face Hunter, so no lefty here in the game anymore on the pitching mound. 5-5. He's batting from the left this time. It'll be fly ball to center underneath Jones. Reaches up, makes the catch. 1 away. Yoenis Cespedes for 8 righty. This is likely going to be a single. Only a 19 or 20 gets him out, and it's a 3, so a single for Cespedes. They'd love to get another run or 2 in here to try and get that lead back up to a comfortable margin. Hey, D. Scott Howard. Good to see you. Happy New Year. Jay Bruce with a runner at first. 2-6. And he's going to draw a walk off the righty. So first and second now. Cespedes moseys down to second base. Asdrubal Cabrera, who hit his share of homers in the regular season. 4-8, batting from the left. That's a single. It's going to score Cespedes. There is the 2-run lead back in charge. Run batted in for Cabrera. All the way to third is Bruce. Now Wilmer Flores, they're going to play with the infield in here. They have to try and cut off Bruce at home, if they can help, at 6-7 righty. Grounder to second. Infield in. This is scope is a 2. The infield in, as long as it's above 6, it should be okay. It's a 5. That will be a single, and it's going to score, and it's going to send Cabrera all the way to third. And now it is 7-4 as the Orioles started to make up the ground, and then the Mets just pour it back on, turn the motor right back on there, and Flores now 2 for 3. I picked this lineup because it kicked Miley's butt before, and it's doing it again. Manny, good to see you. Happy New Year to you as well, bud. Oh, boy. I don't know. Do we keep Hunter going here? He's given up 4 in a row, and he's basically tired. They're going to go back to the pen. They'll go with... You're going to go with Darren O'Day. Only a third of an inning pitched for Hunter. It looks like the Mets are, again, on their way. It looked kind of tough, and then they put it right back to it. 6-8 righty. A 1-7 double for Rivera. It's a 1. Okay. Well, so much for the pitching change. Cabrera, he's going to come in easily. Flores is going to hold up at third. Now 8-4. And Mets just needed the home cooking, right? Just need to get back to Citi Field. And then they got their mojo back. 4-7 righty. That's a walk. Base is loaded. They're going to let Bartolo hit here. He's gone 5, but they're just going to go ahead and ride him. Mr. Durable, Mr. Reliable, 6-11 righty. Weak power against a righty, so it's going to be a ballpark home run check for a single, and it will be a line ball that's caught short by Hardy for the second out. And now Lagares. Now they finally have batted around. They almost did in the first inning. Lagares, 1 for 3 here. We said if he could get 2 for 5. 5-8 righty strikes out to retire the side, but not before 3 runs are across, and that 4 spot in the first is the difference right now between these two teams, as the Mets lead 8-4 heading to the 6th. Could have pulled Cologne there, but decided to stick with him. Trumbo went deep off him in the second. 5-10 righty catcher X. So that's Rene Rivera, 2-1, 2-7. Nobody on base, so that'll be a pop-up and no error. So 1 out as Trumbo fails to connect with any kind of solid bat contact there. A 1-10 single here off Cologne. Otherwise, it'll be a liner. There will be a single. Wieters now 1 for 3. Hardy. The Orioles just haven't been able to string too much together. They've had their moments, but not enough. And so Bartolo doesn't have a balk rating. We keep going with Hardy. 4-10 righty. Ballpark single. This is a 1 is the only ballpark single, and it's a 3, so a liner. Caught by Cabrera, 2 outs, and now the pitcher spot, which means O'Day has been spent. Michael Givens will warm up, and the pinch hitter is going to be Michael Bourne. Runner at first, 2 outs. 2-9 righty. That's a fly ball to center. Underneath it, Lagares, no problems with that. And yeah, Bourne retired, side retired. Kind of going through the motions now. I think that's going to be it for Cologne. 4-run lead. They're going to get Logan Verrett warming up. Michael Gibbons is going to come in for the Orioles. Eight 4, bottom of the 6th. Brandon Baker. Davis, he had a double here, but yeah, he hasn't gotten a hold of too many in this series. 312 is a grounder to short. Hardy to first, and Davis for 1 out. Speaking of Davis. Yoenis Cespedes. 6'5 righty, grounder to short. It's going to be Hardy 2 and 6, no problem. E8 and 13, no problem. Hardy makes another out. And Happy New Year to you, Brandon. Good to have you checking out this, what appears is going to be the final game of this series, unless the Orioles have some magic left. 6-11 against a lefty. Ballpark single again. A 1 is the only one that will count. Liner to second base. Scope. 1-2-3 inning for Gibbons. They may send him a second one out there. They probably will, actually. So, okay, Logan Verrett. Six for Bartolo. In line for the win as long as the bullpen hangs on. And it's not Trumbo. It is going to be top of the order Scope. 1-7. Grounder to short. I think Scope had that roll the last time. Somebody did, and I think it was his card. 1 out. Hyun-Soo Kim, 3-7, fly ball to center field. 1 for 4 for him. Looks like the only guy with multiple hits in this game for the Orioles is Machado, and he is up here. He has a single and a triple. 112. That's a deep fly ball, but it's not going to be deep enough as Lagares gets underneath it. 7th inning stretch. 1-2-3 for Verrett. And this is looking like it might be the end of our semifinal series here. Might shore it up. Givens is going to pitch to Cabrera. 6-6. Batting from the left is going to be a problem. That's a double. Brings up Flores. Wilmer with a 1-9, a 1-3 double. 18, that'll be a fly ball to left. It'll be caught by Kim. And 1 out, TJ Rivera. 3-7. Pops it up on the infield. It's going to be caught by Hardy. 2 outs, Rene Rivera. 4-5, righty, strikes him out. So pretty good outing here for Gibbons. 2 innings, that'll probably be all for him. And then the 8th, bottom of the 8th, they'll get up Brock. Verrett will pitch another inning here. Did well in the first time through. You know, could get him a save if we had him pitch 3. We'll see. Chris Davis. 6'8", lefty. 1-3 would be a double. Otherwise, it will be a center field fly ball, and that's it. So 1 out. Adam Jones. 5'7", righty. Gonna walk. 8-4 currently. Runner on first. And Trumbo, who's gone deep once already. 5'8", righty. Grounder to second base, could be 2. Rivera's a 3 E6. excuse me, make it. You're gonna have to make it. Gonna have to make it 4 because they're holding the runner. So 4 and 2 will be a single. We're gonna give them that, and no error, but a single. It's gonna move Jones to third, and we're in the 8th. They're gonna get Addison Reed. They're actually gonna bring him in right now. So no save gonna go on here for Verrett, as Addison Reed is going to come in here to 1.1. Try and lock this down and get it to Familia. First and third, 1 out for Matt Wieters. 8-4, tying run in the on-deck circle. 1-9. This could make it 8-7. Oh my goodness, 1-16. It's 12, it's gone. And just like that, it's 8-7, and this Met bullpen is not getting the job done so much. They're hanging on. 3 in. 8-7. J.J. Hardy. What the? 3-8. Fly ball to center field. That's the second out. Now a pinch hitter, and the pinch hitter will be the tying run, and it will be Pedro Alvarez. And they're going to stick with Reed. 2 outs, nobody on. I don't need to roll that. So Pedro Alvarez against Reed. The pitch, 6'10 lefty, grounded to short. Cabrera is a 3, E8, 3 and 11. He gets to it. That's probably the most problematic thing. He does make the play in the 8th. Top of the 8th is over. They give up 3 runs. Addison Reed gets touched up a little bit. It's going to make Familia's job a little bit more touch and go. But having said that, you just never know. Oh, wait. I need to bring it down here. Just never know. They're bringing in Brock, the... let me see. Givens went 2 innings, so Brock's going to come in right here. Now, if the Mets could get another run or 2, that would... They've done that so far. They'll have a pinch hitter to lead off against Brock. They'll have Conforto come in. Let's go with Granderson. Grandy Man, as they so affectionately call him in New York. Bottom of the 8th, 8-7. Mets still on top, but it's tight. 1-9 is a strikeout. Lagares, 6'6 righty. Now it's going to be a walk. Walk for Brock. Jose Reyes, 1-8, strikes him out. Cespedes, Lagares. Let's see. Do we want? Let's. Brock's is 0. Wieters is -2. I'm not gonna deal with that. I'm not bothering with that. So Cespedes, 2 outs. 2-8. And that's a single. It's going to be first and third. Wait, no, it's a single. They're going to hold Lagares at second. Not going to try and take any chances. Him going to third is going to bring up Jay Bruce. 2 outs, first and second. 4-10 lefty. Grounded to short. Hardy 2. 13. No problem. E8 and 6. He still makes the play. And we're going to go to the 9th. Last chance saloon for the Orioles. No gas stations for 150 miles, so you better fill it up now. And it's going to be against Familia. And it sounds like it's almost dinner time, so I better get this done. Alright, so Scope will be the first to face Familia. 2-2. A 1-6 would be a single. 1-6 a single and get this started off, but nope. It's going to be a liner to short. 1 out. Cabrera makes the catch. Yun Soo Kim. The pitch. 6-8 lefty. That's a strikeout. 2 outs. And Jerry Ball's favorite guy, Manny Machado. Can he keep this going and get Chris Davis up? What's going to happen here? 2 outs. Nobody on. 8-7. Need a run. Need a base hit. Need a walk. Hit batsman. Whatever. Here we go. 4-7 righty. Grounded to short. Up with it. Cabrera. He's going to throw to first. And it squozen by squozen, squozen by Flores. And that is your ball game. That is your series. 7 not enough for the Orioles. The Mets win 8-7. All of the Mets fans in tabletop world are smitten, happy that their team is going to the final. The Orioles, Baltimore fans have run on tough times of late, and it's too bad here that they didn't get a chance to fully impress, but they did a pretty good job. It was admirable once you get down by that amount. It's really kind of tough to batten it down and hunker down and get what they but they did. They almost got it back. And then Reed gave up that home run, but then he got 2 outs, and then Familia comes in and does it. So just again want to say Happy New Year to everybody. Darn, I didn't take that off of there. I'm going to do this. Just give me a second. Just going to bring up this webcam to say, again, Happy New Year. It's, my hair is getting a little too long. Kind of a pain to go out to the, hey, Alan. Good to see you. It's, it's weird to look at my own display here of shabbiness. But that's kind of what we've got here in COVID. So, okay, so we have finals. I don't know when we're going to get started on. I'm sure it'll be this weekend at some point. Not sure if it'll be tomorrow or Sunday. Probably tomorrow would be a good day to get it started, because Sunday there's a whole slew of NFL games, including one that I'm interested in. But I'll just try and work those out the rest of this week, and once that's done, I'm still trying to kind of figure out what I'm going to be up to. But anyway, just again want to wish all of our subscribers and anybody who checks out the channel here, checks out this live stream after it's been done live, after it's ended, and just want to wish you a Happy New Year. Hope you and your family and your loved ones and your friends all have a great year. I hope as a society we can return to the way we were just a year ago. I mean, remember a year ago? Remember a week before we shut down? I remember being at, or just maybe 2 weeks before, being at some event at a school that has 1,000 people in it. And it's just amazing that we went from that to basically 0 in very little time, and it's just I'm ready for us to be able to do things, especially when it comes to our hobby. I never really got much into meeting up with people and playing, but I think it's maybe time to think about that, because why not? What's the problem? Am I worried? I don't know. There's just some hesitance. Sometimes you worry that you're going to get your butt kicked, and at this point I don't really care anymore. Anyway, all right, well, I'm going to go have some dinner. I hope you have a great rest of your day here. Enjoy your weekend. So Mets and Blue Jays, that's going to be your final. I usually try to do this, so let's do it here. Let's Orioles 7, Mets 8. Boom. But I still didn't fix that. Toronto's not going to be the home team. But anyway, all right, hang in there, guys. See you soon on the channel with some more Stratomatic Super Advanced Baseball. It's a great game. Play Advanced if you find this a little too intense, or play Basic. A couple different ways to do it, and it's fun all the way around. See you soon. Happy New Year.